that is looking a lot better. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's roll. We are spectating right now. This is, let's take a look. Someone near the Northern Outlook already. So this is going to be red 13 that we're spectating. Not heading in any particular direction at the moment is red. So let's flick around the map again. We've got someone heading towards the airfield right here. Let's have a look at who this one is. And it is who this person is that we're going to be spectating. Nitro FPS, so the Nitro man heading towards the airfield. He's probably going to be able to snag himself a gun fairly shortly. Right here we have got Omega Maniac, and he's going to be in the East Valley, so it looks like he might be trying for a US base run early on here, so that certainly could be pretty effective. Looks like right here we've got someone with a pistol there. Is going to be Kelenium, so just looting out some of these drawers here as well. Can't find anything just yet, but looks like that he'll just be moseying around here in Karaborum. So everyone's fairly spread out at the moment, so we're going to see everyone probably be able to find themselves some nice guns and ammo before we see any early crashes. Retro Men here, Seth here I should say, just spectating in Arras, so he's going to be looting up some beans from the looks of things, or meatballs in that house there, heading across towards Dota. Let's take a look now at Seth. So Seth here in Nanga Pass. Looks like he is going to be just looting up here. And again, we're back to Omega Maniac. So fairly standard start here from most people. We're not seeing any early clashes here. Retro Men just doing a bit of work. So looks like he's going to be heading into Dota. Let's take a look to see if anyone's close. So we do actually have someone else close here. So it looks like this is Red 13. And I'm not too sure if he actually spotted Retro Men there. He definitely had the potential to have actually spotted him. So that might be a little bit dangerous for Retro Men. It looks like he's just taking it slow right here. In the meantime, over here we've got Kelenium. And I think Kelenium was actually fairly close to someone else, but let's take another look back. We've got someone on the airfield here with a gun. That's going to be Nitro FPS here. And he's going to be just drinking some invisible water there, looting up the guns. Nothing too crazy just yet. And just moseying around the airfield. So we've got, again, swapping back to Red 13 here in Dota. He is definitely very, very close. So very, very close to someone. I'll have to take a look who though. So again, Red 13 just looking, seeing if he can find himself a weapon. Now Dota is actually a fairly strong spot to start off with. If you want to head there early on, I find it generally drops something like a Makarov. If you're lucky, you'll get a Vityaz SMG as well. So it looks like Red 13 there just having some trouble with the old ladders as per usual. But now he's actually just seen someone there. He must have seen whoever that was in the SWAT camouflage. Yes, he has, but he does not have any weapon yet. So not actually able to do anything is Red 13 unless he wants to go in for a punching fight, which without the martial arts perk is a little bit tricky. So it looks like right now he's just going to be looting up, getting himself that AK magazine. Looting up these drawers here in Dota as well. Let's see if we can spectate whoever else is in Dota with him. So that's going to be Kelenium, it looks like. Okay, so we've found the other player in Dota with him, and let's just switch back to him there. And it looks like we've got someone else in Arras as well. This is Seth from the looks of things. So he's just moseying around in Arras. Got himself a Makarov pistol there. So a nice early starting weapon for him. And again, back to Retro Men here in Dota. He's not having much luck in the looting terms. Tell you what, he's been spotted out before as well, so in a little bit of trouble and cannot even seem to find himself a melee weapon. Get some. Oh no, he doesn't decide to pick up the lasagna there. So looks like he's not going to find anything there. In the meantime, we've got someone looting up the US base. I think this was Omega Maniac. Yes, it was. There we go. So Omega Maniac, he's going to have himself a nice weapon of some description there. Over from the US base, so going to be pretty happy with whatever that one is. And it looks like right now Seth is just still around Aris. So we have not seen any kills yet. Everyone's busy spreading out, looting. Omega Maniac again. Looks like we've got someone else here near Dota as well, which is someone eating. So it might have been Red 13 there. And back to Omega Maniac. He's going to be fine. Heading out towards the rocky outcrop here from the US base. Again, a nice and slow start to this round. Let's take a look. Who have we got here? So this is Nitro FPS. It's kind of near the airfield here as well. So it's looking like he's just going to be staying around here. He's got some sort of assault rifle from the looks of things. And again, someone else here near Aris, and the playable area is going to be decreasing, so we're about to see some action fairly shortly here, as we can see Seth heading towards Karaborum, so he might be running into Killennium soon. And let's take a look at how our friends over in Dota are doing. So right here, let's take a look at who we've got. This is, from the looks of things, Retroman. So Retroman still does not have a weapon. Not good news for him, to be honest. So he's going to have to find one fairly soon. Otherwise, he might be in a little bit of trouble. So Seth right here, just climbing up back towards the northern outlook, the spawn area. So the playable area has now decreased, and we do have the weapon crate dropping in right here. So Seth's taking a look for it, seeing what he can see up there, and there we go. He does see the chopper. I'm trying to spot where the chopper's actually dropped. Oh, that is a very, very central drop for the weapon crate there. So I'm sure we're going to be seeing some action there, and just switching over to Omega Maniac. He saw it as well, and we've just again switched over, I think, Retro Men here. Let's take a look, and yeah, Red 13 even, and yes, he did see that chopper drop as well. So going to be heading towards it fairly soon, I would guess. As again, no deaths, 7 minutes 30 into the round. This is fairly quite rare to see as well. So everyone just taking it nice and slow from the looks of things, and yeah, just really taking their time. Red 13, they're just going to be climbing the ladder. Let's take a look. Who else have we got? We've got someone else around the rocky outcrop here. I think this was Nitro FPS from memory. Yes, it was. There we go. So he's just looking through the little farmhouse building there, seeing if he can see anything. And oh no, he's actually spotted someone up there and takes some shots. He's got that M4, and that was some nice shooting there by Nitro. I don't think he managed to drop whoever that was there, but he's going to be able to enter the building very shortly here. So let's keep our eyes on Nitro, and I'm not too sure who that is in the building. In fact, swapping over to his perspective, he's actually going to be going down the building right here and encountering Nitro fairly shortly. This is Killennium. So Killennium with the bold move, looks like he's going to be heading out. Sounds like he's got the silent step perk on as well, so footsteps unable to be heard by anyone else right here. So he's just taking a look at the door, going to be pushing out shortly. I have no idea where Nitro FPS is, so it's looking like he will be pushing out. No, and again back to Killennium. He does not really, so he's still staying in the building at the moment, playing it nice and safe. I've not seen Nitro FPS enter just yet. Let's take a look. Okay, so Nitro FPS right here. He's going to be having a bit of food and seeing if he can spot anyone through those windows, which actually may not be maybe made of bulletproof glass, although it looks like we've got some shots coming out as well. I'm not too sure who that was directed to. Nitro FPS cannot actually see anyone. Potentially could have been Killennium on the roof there, but no, he's actually seen him. Gets a shot across. We did see that blood splatter there. Another man pops out of the building. Nitro FPS with a double kill. Beautiful play with Nitro FPS. First taking out Omega Maniac, then Killennium. Brilliant bit of play there by the Nitro man. Look at that. That's two men down as fast as that. There we go. So, and absolutely, yep. Alrighty, there we go. Nitro FPS doing work with that M4. He's going to be happy with that. So there we go, and yep. Alrighty, so looks like there we are. We are going to be taking a look over here already. Okay, so moving on to the airfield now. Oh no, we can hear a snake actually. Not sure where that's coming from, but Retro Man in a little bit of trouble. Is that snake still alive? That's a. I'm not too sure what that snake was doing. Oh, alrighty. Alrighty, so the lowest bracket will start, of course, after the winners bracket. Which one has finished? Alrighty, so here we go. Alrighty, so guys, it looks like at the moment we've got a bit of a lull in the action. Someone heading towards the airdrop from the looks of things, maybe Seth. I know that Seth said he may have been slightly inebriated coming into this one. I know it is very late or very early for our European players in this week's tournament. So it's looking like right now we're going to be having, whatever this is, Red 13 potentially, yeah, still without a weapon, heading towards what would look to be the weapons crate drop, but he's going to have to be very, very careful, as we did just see Seth near this area. So, again, playing it safe right here. He is fine on thirst and hunger at the moment, but definitely needs to play it safe moving around the East Valley into Karaborum here. So he's going to be looting in this building, of course. We can see that it has already been entered with that open door. He's going to close it right behind him there. Let's take a look at Seth, though. We've got someone else heading towards here as well. This is Nitro FPS that's heading towards the East Valley. So these guys might see each other fairly soon. We've got one player on the airfield, still Retro Men from the looks of things on the airfield. Someone else in Karaborum here as well. So these guys are very, very close. We can see we've just swapped again back to Red 13, and he's going to be in a little bit of trouble from whoever that was in Karaborum there if he's not careful. So just giving a crouch on the roof. He has finally managed to find himself a gun at the moment. Not too sure what gun it is, but he's going to have to be fairly careful as well. So we are going to be getting him climbing down that ladder there, and it's actually a very dangerous house to be in, because there is of course only one way in, only one way out there, and we've just swapped over to Seth, and Seth could be in a little bit of trouble if 13 did see him, and he's actually completely out of water from the looks of things, and he's starting to die of thirst. So, and he might actually be dying of something else fairly soon, as we can see Red 13 actually just playing it safe there. Does not want to give away his position. From the looks of things, he's definitely got ammo in whatever gun that he's got. So playing it safe. I like that bit of play, actually not giving away his position, making sure that anyone else of the three other players in the match do not know where he is. So a smart bit of play there from Red 13. And in the meantime, it looks like we've got the Retro Man, Mr. Retro Man, even around the airfield, having a bit of trouble with snakes. But again, crossing back, we can see Seth. He's in a lot of trouble. Does manage to eat some food, but completely out of water at the moment. He does just fire off a shot. He's just seen someone. Surely he's just seen Red 13 pop across the side of that building right there. No, not quite. But look at this. They must be extremely close. We've got these guys here, and he just cannot see anyone. Some shots taken though. And no shots actually hitting at the moment, at least no shots aimed towards Red. Let's take a look, and look at this. Firing off those shots. Seth, one tick away from death. Just getting out all of those, those bullets from that VTS, and he does end up dropping to thirst out of all things. So Seth not going to be too happy about that one, but look at this. Red 13 could have been a little bit spooked there, but he is not in any danger anymore, at least any immediate danger. 3 more players left. So Red 13 going to be happy about that. Of course, the top 2 players do go through to the grand final right now. And we've got Nitro FPS here as well. He must have heard those shots coming out from Seth. He's playing it nice and cautious in these trees as well. So looks like he's just spectating towards the center of the, moving towards the center of the East Valley there. Knows that someone was there, and I mean, he doesn't actually know, of course, that it was Seth that died from the looks of things. Otherwise, you'd assume that he'd loot the body. So right now as well, it looks like we've got Retro Man. He's got firm eyes on the weapons crate there as well. So it is all coming down to this area here in Karaborum. Red 13 in here as well. And just in this house, looting it up, seeing if he can get some more weapons, etc. We are surely going to see some action very, very soon. Alrighty, so it looks like right now we've got one more play to get left, and then we will be heading in towards the losers bracket. And of course, guys, we will post the losers bracket link as soon as this match is finished here. So right now, fairly tense. Seeing the playable area continue to get smaller, but for those of you that don't know, the playable area, it has certain sizes that it gets to at 15 players, 10 players, 5 players, and then it gets to its small, well, it gets to a very, very small size when there is only 2 players left. So we've just seen the playable area decrease again there, and you can see Red 13 just looking out onto the grass. No one really wants to make the move right here. Although, as I say that, Nitro FPS, he's going to be moving in towards the center of the area. That smoke coming off the weapons crate there, we can see. So he does not actually spot the Retro Man. Or the Retro Man. I'm not too sure what the plural of Retro Man would be, but Retro Man there is kind of looking around those rocks, and Nitro FPS certainly can't spot him at the moment. But he's going to be heading towards that weapons crate very, very cautiously. So again, Retro Man just playing it safe. We did actually just hear a snake. I'm not too sure who that snake aggroed onto. It could have potentially even been Red the 13. Yeah, it has actually aggroed onto Red 13 here, and it's chasing him into the building. Oh no. And he's in a little bit of trouble if you can't get rid of it. You can't actually see it at the moment, so it looks like it may have got scared off, stayed outside the building there. So Red 13 though, definitely in a little bit of trouble. Oop, and some shots actually coming across. I'm not too sure who they were targeted against. It looks like maybe Nitro FPS there, potentially taking some shots from Retro Man, and looking around for his attacker right there. Let's take a look at Retro Man. No, that was actually Retro Man getting a few shots across onto that snake there. So giving his position away, and that is exactly what the snake's designed to do. Although, no, there we go. We've just seen Nitro FPS taking a few shots, and he's getting down very, very low, down to 25% health. Red the 13th, though, looks like he's one out in that firefight. Nitro goes down, and Red the 13th and Retro Man are going to be heading in towards the grand final here. And look at that. No thirst to spare either, getting attacked by this snake. And it will be Nitro FPS here. Yes, that's going in towards the losers bracket final as we see the snake. Oh, the snake take out Red the 13th.